This is Larry Huffman welcoming you back to Tampa Stadium, and we're ready now for the main event of the 250 class of racing. And this field includes all the top riders in the world of Supercross. And that list includes, well, number 4, the man they call the Machine, Ron Lachine, final year of his Kawasaki contract. Number 19, Johnny O'Mara, has got one more year with Team Suzuki. The final year of his Yamaha contract. Number 44, Brock Glover. Number 21, this kid is also very, very tough. Look at that grin from ear to ear. What, me worry? Doug Duboc. Duboc's ready to look good in Supercross tonight, I think. And the man is trying to hold on to that number 1 place. Jeff, the Green Giant Ward. Factory Kawasaki smile, Jeff. There you go. Wardy going for a win tonight here in Tampa. The man who beat Ward earlier, number 3, George Holland, the factory Honda rider, looked awfully good in his heat. Said Ward was a good, clean rider. He's going to try to do score his first win in Supercross tonight. Number 2, Ricky Johnson, who looked terrible earlier in his heat, lost his heat, had to ride the semi. I can't remember the last time Ricky had to do that. Number 2, Johnson, the factory Honda. His teammate, number 7, Jeff Lease, the Australian. If we ever do a Supercross version of Huckleberry Finn, Lease has got the lead. No question about that. And number 201, the Chicken, Jeff Matasevich, the kid that Kawasaki is grooming for the main event, for the big time. And here we go, ready for the main. They lean forward, look at the crowd, and here we go. The gate drops, and they are off, and it is going to be Lachine. Looks like Lachine on the Kawasaki taking the lead. No, it is Wardy. It was a Kawasaki. We thought it was Lachine, but it's Jeff Ward in front. One rider down. We didn't get his number. But Jeff Ward, who's done so well this year in Supercross at Houston, is going to try to win it here at Tampa. And it looks like Matasevich, his teammate, coming up in second. That's Matasevich. And then number 9, that is Keogh in third. The green flag out, the race is on. Jeff Ward in front, Matasevich serving as a buffer in second spot. And then number 2, Johnson is broken to third. And Johnson is riding like a man possessed in third. And he's going to try to reel in Matasevich. There's Wardy, and there's Matasevich in midair also. And Johnson coming up behind him. Now Matasevich, if he can, will try to block Johnson for Wardy, but I don't know if Matasevich has got the experience. He doesn't. We found that out real fast. Johnson goes by him like a snake oil salesman of the night. So it is Wardy in front, Johnson running second. The great battle in Supercross this year. And for the past couple of years, nobody else has been in these guys' league. Nobody's even been close. A couple of flashes of brilliance, but it is Ricky Johnson in second spot trying to reel in Jeff Ward. Johnson in second, number 2, Wardy number 1 in front. Wardy's mom has a Ferrari with on the license plate Wardy's mom, if you can believe that. Very attractive. Wardy's down! And Johnson takes the lead. Wardy handed that lead to Johnson on a silver platter, and Wardy is trying to move up on him. Let's see if we got a look at Wardy going down. He's trying to reel in Johnson. He's keeping the pressure on Johnson. Yes, here's a look. Instant replay. Wardy, let's see what happened. Comes up with the jump, moves his tailbone back over the rear wheel. It's a tabletop jump. Shouldn't have any problem. Not a difficult jump. Lands hard. He lands in the sand, and the front wheel washes out. And down goes Jeff Ward. Hard. And here comes Johnson to take over the lead. Well, that's a lucky break for Johnson. And he needs one tonight here in Tampa. Ward keeps the engine running. Notice the presence of mind. Does not kill the engine. He doesn't have to waste time starting it. He keeps the throttle on, pulls the clutch in when he goes down, and he is right back on the back tire of Ricky Johnson. So, the table has turned, and Johnson is in front with Wardy second. Over the triples. Actually, 2.5, actually, and then another big jump, a couple of big jumps. But it is Ricky Johnson, number 2 in front with Jeff Ward now, number 1 in second. Now this is where Johnson has prevailed, because Wardy will try to reel him in and then back off and seemingly lose interest. The only rider in the world who can keep Johnson in sight is Wardy, when Wardy wants to. But Wardy is riding very strong now. And he's down again! I can't believe this. Ricky Johnson didn't even touch him. He wasn't within 3 feet of him, and Wardy went down. And Johnson's looking around saying, what happened? Let's take a look back and see if we can figure out what happened. You're watching us to get hints on how to ride. We're showing you how not to crash, or how to crash, rather. Here's Wardy. That's Johnson on the right. Gets a little bit wild. The suspension working extremely strong. Now here goes to the inside. A little different camera angle now on Wardy. And if he can get that power to the ground, he's going to pass Johnson. But nope, the rear wheel just simply slides out. This hard North Florida clay-type substance takes its toll again, and Wardy is down. Hits the deck faster than a Mike Tyson opponent. And there's Wardy right behind, oh look, he passed. Did you see that? Is there a Tampa policeman in the house? Because he just committed grand larceny. Wardy went around Keogh on the outside. Keogh looked around on the inside, and Wardy went by and thumbed his nose at him as he went by. Unbelievable. Wardy is coming back. He's passing Frank. He's trying to go for second. I believe he's got it, too. Let's check. Yes, it is Johnson in front, Wardy in second. Boy, and Wardy has suddenly come alive and is trying to reel in Ricky Johnson and take the lead. The crowd responding. They love this young man from Southern California here in Florida. Now, that's a lap rider that Wardy is going around. Number 20, and I believe that is Jeff Hicks out of Atwater, Ohio. And Wardy is passing, but he is lapped. Hicks is not in the race. He's way back. He's down a lap. Here's your leader, number 2, Ricky Johnson. Wardy is running in second spot. Lachine is third. Matasevich is up in fourth. Keogh has dropped way back. Manley has just passed Keogh for fifth. And right now, Ricky Johnson does do well. He is on the gas. Through the whoops. But notice that Johnson is not showboating at all. He's not playing around at all. Riding a very smart race, very conservative race, now that he's out in front. And here's Wardy in second, but back quite a ways. Johnson again, the lapping riders, and that's always dangerous. You don't know what the guy in front of you is going to do. Put out that purple flag, and the rider doesn't see it, and he can move over, and suddenly your race is over. Whoop! Johnson gets in the whoops, into the sand, and wobbles a little bit. Might be getting tired. He's had to ride the semi, remember. Keep that in mind. He's unaccustomed to that. White flag! 1 lap to go, and Johnson breathes a sigh of relief. Let's watch and see if we can see Wardy. Now he's way, way back. Nope, still no sign of Ward. There he is. He's got about 5 lap riders between him and Johnson, and Jeff knows right now the only way he's going to stop Ricky Johnson is with a gun. So Wardy will pick up second place tonight if it goes another lap like this. Johnson will take the victory. Let's see if Johnson gets a little crazy over the jumps here in the final lap. And there it is. Nope, 1 hand off the bars, and Ricky wins it.
Jeff, there's no way you can make a mistake like that.
Well, I got up and I felt really good. I was right behind Ricky. I didn't feel like that was it. I still felt smooth, and I was staying right with him and trying some of his lines. So I thought it was going to be another good race, but I just got a little sideways there. I was side of him and forgot that how slippery it really is.
And he almost bobbled it. I think he'll tell you how slippery it is on that last lap. And wouldn't you have been surprised to come around the corner and see number 2 laying there?
Yeah, I would have, but I think he would have had enough time to get up. I was just cruising, no way I could win, but I kept going as smooth as I could without falling out there, but he just pulled away.
RJ, a wild, wild win, and man, you know, the breaks come and the breaks go, and this time they were in your favor all the way.
Yeah, this time, Larry, the breaks went for me, you know. I like winning a race, having a good fight, and Jeff was right there after he fell down the first time. I figured that made us even for him getting a better start than me, and we were going to have a good race to the end, but then he fell down, and it just, the luck went my way today.
Last lap, right over here in the corner, you had a little problem.
Yeah, there were some lappers, and I was trying to just cruise around because I knew I had a big lead, but you should never do that when you're in front. You should give it 100% the whole time, and it almost cost me the race. I almost crashed just by screwing around.